Hi, today I'm going to teach you how to install the Motorola MBA into a DirecTV system. The first thing you need to know is, do you have DirecTV? And if you have DirecTV, do you have a single wire module LNB or a SWIM? This is what it looks like. This is a slimline dish. You can see there's one wire coming down off of the LNB right about there, and you can see it comes down from there, goes up into the house right there. This one happens to be going through my attic. So the cool thing about the Motorola Surfboard multi-band Moca adapter is that it is multi-band. You can see it says Moca on here. You can see the surfboard. And the nice thing about this is you can use it with cable TV systems, or you can use it with DirecTV systems. So in my case, I have DirecTV. Okay, so the first thing you do is unpack the box. So when you open this up, you'll see a little safety instructions. You'll see a 4-port adapter, coax and 4 ports. And you'll also find a 1-port adapter. You can see there's one Ethernet port and one coax port. Let me unwrap this plastic. Alright, now that we have the plastic off, you can see this one's got 4 Ethernet ports. This one has 1 Ethernet port. And you can see that they gave you 2 power supplies, a couple coax cables, and some Ethernet cables. So here's how you hook it up. So the first thing you do is find the broadband connection in your house, which in my case, I happen to have a cable modem. So here's my little Toshiba cable modem. And it goes over and feeds my Whizbang Cisco router here. Okay, so this is a wireless router, wireless access point, that talks to my DirecTV network over a DirecTV, a wireless DECA device. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so over in my entertainment center, I have a HR24 receiver right here. And this little box on top here is called a DECA Wi-Fi. And you can see it says DirecTV on the top. It's got a coax connection. It's got an Ethernet connection on the back that's hooked into my smart TV and my Blu-ray player through a switch. And this DECA, this DECA Wi-Fi, connects my broadband connection into my DirecTV Moca network. So this is going to be a really easy install because I already have Moca in the house. Okay, so now that we know we have a Moca network in the house, I'm going to start installing the devices. So the first one I'm going to put in this room that doesn't have any connections here. I got a power plug, I got a coax jack, and I've already verified that this coax jack right here is connected to the splitters where my DirecTV feed comes from. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing is you get the coax cable that came with your unit, screw it into the coax plug. This is pretty simple. Next, get the device. There it is. There's the coax jack. We're going to screw it onto the coax jack. This is hard to videotape and attach coax at the same time. Alright, so that's hooked up. Next, get the power supply. Here it is. Plug in the power supply. Next, plug that into the unit. Okay, you should get a power light, and then this little link light will sit here and blink at you for a little while. And if it's really connected and it locks up to the Moca network, I should get a green sync light here in just a second. Okay, so while that other one is syncing up, this room is going to be a little bit trickier. You've got our set-top box up there, comes down here, and goes to this black box, which is called a power inserter. So this feed comes from the set-top box, or goes to the set-top box rather. This one has power and the satellite signal on it, and that goes to the wall, which eventually goes up to the satellite dish. So what I have to do is put a splitter on the set-top box side of the power inserter. You don't want to put it on the power side of the power inserter because you might wind up burning up your splitter, which is generally a bad thing. So put it on the non-powered side. On here it says, wipe the dust off, signal to IRD. Alright, there you go.
So let me disconnect the cable. Okay, cable's disconnected. Now I've got my handy splitter that I just got down at Walmart. I think the kit is actually supposed to come with the splitter in the final version, so you won't have to go buy one. So let me open this up. Okay, so I have my splitter off. So now I'm going to take the coax cable that had gone to my set-top box. I'm going to put that on one side of the splitter right about here. Okay, so that's on one output of the splitter. Now I'm going to take the coax cable that came with the device, hook it to the other output, and hook that to the coax of the device, like so. Okay, so I've got the input of my splitter going back to my power inserter, which then goes out to the dish antenna, to the wall. All I have to do now is hook up the power source. Okay, so there's one end of the power source. Here goes the other end of the power source, and I'm going to plug it in this dangling little power cord here, like so. And then just like the other one, you get a green power light, you get a little blinking speed light, and then you see the coax light come on. That means that you have a Moca network, and that's a good thing. So now I can plug in whatever Ethernet device is in to the back, and I will have internet connectivity on these devices. Cool, huh? Oh, one more thing. See how the speed light went green? That means that you have over 180 megabits per second of data rate going through the Moca network. Faster than Ethernet. Awesome.